Chris, this is Ben. I'm just trying to test this out. Hopefully it works. I'm looking at a problem that you did, number 3 here. Talked about determining the test statistic, and this is the answer that it's supposed to be. The 9.32 is the answer that you gave. So let's just look at how we can go about this. One of the things that you should do is go over to question help and go down and open up StatCrunch. When I open up StatCrunch, I'm going to use these numbers that are all right here, all this value here, the alpha where it's 0.01, the fact that you have the type of statistic that you're looking for with the type of hypothesis you're trying to test. And then the sample data, since we got 2 different samples, X1, N1, X2, and N2, all those things will go into StatCrunch when we open it up. As you can see here in StatCrunch, we have this ability to check either through data or through stats, and we want to do a stat. And because we are doing we're going to do a z-stat, I believe, in this one, and we want to do 2 samples, and we have not data, but we have summary. And so when we click summary, oops, see, this one's a little bit different, so now we're going to have to go back and look at something slightly different from there, because how I know we're wrong is we're not given a mean, we're not given a standard deviation, and we're not given a total size. This is what we're missing here. And we're not testing those things. So let's get out of this one and see if we can find the right one. And that's the thing that I want most people to be getting out of these. Let's try a proportion stat and go to 2 sample and go with data and see what that gives us. Okay. Now, does the information that we have, oh no, I said with data, we need to do with a summary. Summary. Okay, number of successes, number of observations, and we're trying to test all these things. This is exactly what I'm looking for, is test a 2 sample one. So let's try to get what we can out of this here. Come on, stay where you're at. Number of successes. Let's go back and see what we had on our screen. I'll click here to find that. Oops, that was your gradebook one. Where are we? Move some things around here. There's yours. So we got to do X1 of 116, N1 of 245, X2 of 142, and N2 of 306. 116, like I said, 245. What was the other one we had going on here? 142 and 306. 306, and then we have a confidence interval that we want to test. We also have a hypothesis test that we want to do. Let's see what we have here. We want to conduct a test at alpha of 0.01 level of significance with the test statistic, and this is our hypothesis. Okay, we can use this number for a confidence interval, or we can use this information. This is what I'm going to try to use, is that the test hypothesis or the null hypothesis is that they're equal, versus that the alternative one is that P1 is greater than P2. So let's go and find that in here. Now we can see that when it says that they're subtracting, P1 minus P2 is 0, that means that they're equal to each other. When we're subtracting again, we want that difference to actually be greater than 0. That means that P1 is greater than P2. And that's what we're going to use for our idea here. So let's go down, and I can move my screen a little bit more. Can you read that now? I'm going to hit compute. And when you hit compute, you get all different kinds of information in here. The counts, the totals, the sample difference, the standard error, and then here's that z-stat they were looking for and the p-value that follows it. Do you see those 2 things right there? So I'm going to type, that's what we would type in, the 0.22 for the z-stat, and then the p-value would be 0.4129. If we go back to your problem that we were looking at, oh, that's not it. Where'd your problem go? If we go back to the problem that you were looking at, you could see here that the 2 values that they got was 0.22 for the z-stat and 0.413 for the p-value. And those are the values that you have here on the screen. I hope this helps you out. I'm not sure. I'm going to try sending this to you. This is the first time that I've attempted this. So good luck. Let me know if you have any more questions.